Hey, I'm afraid I'm not in the garden today. I'm actually at the salon already and it's only about 7 o'clock in the morning. Unfortunately, our car broke, so I'm having to come with Ali. He starts at 7 o'clock in the morning. I start at, say, 9:30 today. But he's running me in the morning, so I've got to come in early, and actually I quite enjoy it because I just potter around. But I thought that I would arrange some flowers, which I always do, cut them out the garden, but I only had like 5 or 10 minutes to cut them this morning, so it wasn't worth filming. But I thought I would show you the ones from last week that I did. Just a couple of thoughts about them, see how they've gotten on over the week. And it's actually quite interesting with the dahlias, I think. So I'll take you over. So obviously this was the arrangement from last week. So just let you see, it actually still looks really good. Like all the little airy things look really good. Some of the leaves have wilted. One of the leaves that have wilted, and I've found that wilts quite a bit, is the dark gold Physocarpus. For some reason it wilts a fair wee bit. I think that's what this is. And it's such a shame because I absolutely love it. But maybe I'm just cutting it at the wrong time. Dahlias. Now, I know from watching other YouTubers that a lot of the time dahlias don't last very well in the vase, but what I've found is this variety, which I'm really useless because I've thrown away all my packaging, so I can't remember the exact variety, but I've been on, I think it's Farmer Gracie's site, and there's one that looks very similar to that, and it's called Aphrodite. So this is just over a week. I think I did it last Tuesday. It was either last Tuesday or Wednesday, and it's Wednesday today. So even say that's a week, that is still looking fairly good. That one's maybe just getting a wee bit drier. But the other dahlia, which was the orange one, which I'll try and remember to put a picture in, it's really wilted. Actually looks quite cool, it's quite Halloween looking. But that has really wilted, and that had wilted, I would say, after a couple of days, 2-3 days, and I'd started to see quite a big difference. So that's obviously one of the bigger sort of open petal sort of varieties. So I would say that the Aphrodite is definitely a little bit more of a closed petal, not as much as the pom-pom ones. But I think that's been really good. I have changed the water out about 2 or 3 times. Well, not changed it out, but just topped it up. The sunflower, that's done. Although I think I might take the petals off and still keep this, because I like that, the middle of it. The Rudbeckia that I had done last week is looking really good. Obviously, I had kept ones from the week before because they were looking still good, but they're definitely done. So I would say maybe a week and a half max for those. The Feverfew is looking lovely, as is the Lavatera. Oops, that's still looking really nice. And the Snapdragons, I think they were from the week before, so they're about 2 weeks old. That one's kind of went over. But yeah, I thought that was just quite interesting to see. The Weigela, which is this one here, so I'll try and stand back a bit so you can see, that one there still looks fantastic and can do for weeks. I love it. So I think we'll get started on the new arrangement. We'll get rid of this old water. We'll start again. So I've got my empty vase, well actually with water, and also a tip that I had from someone on Instagram was to add the slightest, tiniest dot of bleach to the water, which I've been doing that for a wee while now, and it really seems to help keep everything nice and fresh. Now this is the flowers that I've just cut this morning. A nice sort of, I was trying to keep it sort of more of the pinky sort of tones. I didn't cut too much foliage because I knew I still had some Weigela. And this is the ones that I've rescued that were in the vase from last week. So there's still quite a good selection. I've got the Weigela and the darker foliage, that's elderberry. And Lavatera, the pink one there, and then the little white airy ones are Feverfew. And there's a wee lonesome dahlia in there, which I'm not sure if I'm going to use because I've pulled some of the back petals off because they were starting to look a bit there. So it might not be worth putting that in. Now, how do I want this to look? Right, I'm really having to improvise here. The lighting was shocking there, so I've turned it round. It's not as nice a view over this side, but it is what it is. I've actually got my trolley, and now I've actually got a hair foil box for the vase to sit on, so you can actually see what I'm doing. Let's try again. A little eerie wig had hitchhiked on a dahlia this morning again, but I put it out the door. Do you ever notice that with spiders? When you put them outside, it's like they start running to get back in the door. They don't like being put out of their home, by the way. Right, now, I have got a lily here. It's just a wee random lily that was in the garden this morning. And I'm going to pop that in right now because I seem to be very heavy-handed with lilies, and the amount of times that I've put them in and they broke. So I'm going to put it in before it gets too much of a squeeze. Put that near the front because once that opens, that's going to be super duper pretty. I need some height at the back. So this is that dahlia that held up really well. Well, this isn't the exact dahlia, this is fresh cut today, but it's the same variety. And I'm sure, I think I got mine from Dobby's, so it'll probably be a different name, but if I looked on Farmer Gracie, it was called, well, it's very similar to one called Aphrodite. So I think it might be something around that. How beautiful is that though? Gorgeous. How gorgeous is that? That's one that I've grown from seed, so I'm really proud of that one. All the rest I think are from tubers, which is great as well, but it always makes you feel a little bit proud when you've grown it from a tiny little seed. Oops. Honestly, the amount of tidying up I have to do after I've done a bunch of flowers. Look at these, there's two. This was from last week as well. Gorgeous bit of ivy. Now I would really like this to sit up tall. Make sure it's going in. Oh, there's something poking out. What is that? What is that? So this is the salon flowers all done, and they should hopefully last a week, some of them even more. Look at that gorgeous dahlia. Oh, that one as well. Oh, absolutely love them. And then the feverfew and the ivy, and a little bits of lavatera, and a little pop of yellow calendula, and little Madame Butterfly snapdragons, some cosmos, and a little bit of fern and elderberry. What do you think? I'm really happy with this one. Love it. Anyway, I'm going to have to start work, so I'll have to go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hopefully the next time at the weekend I shall be in the garden. Fingers crossed. Take care. Bye.